Yo, what's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another Minnesota Twins game review. Man, I haven't done one of these in a while, but the Twins walk off the Tigers tonight, and I just had to post something about it because this was, quite honestly, a need-to-win game for the Twins, especially with the trade deadline tomorrow. This game has a lot of implications for a few reasons. We're going to talk about it, we're going to break it down, and I might throw it in the title, I might not, depending on how many characters I have left. We're going to throw in a special trade little piece to this, too, to kind of keep the theme that what we've been doing for the last couple of days. So let's get into this game. The Twins win. They walk off the Tigers 5-3. Gio Urshela, a 2-run home run, a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th inning where the Twins scored 3 runs. They didn't score a run in this game until the 8th inning, let alone. So that's super disappointing, also scary, but also really good because they needed this win so badly. They are back to 6 games above 500, 54-48. They're playing such a bad Tigers team who, honestly, I don't know who they could trade, but they're probably going to trade a lot of people if they even have any value. I don't know if there's a single player on the Tigers anymore that could be traded. I think Andrew Chafin, maybe. It doesn't matter. But yeah, so the Tigers are a bad team, and the Twins are not that great of a team, but at least they won. So they won 5-3. They out-hit the Tigers 12-5. All right, look at that. I'm just telling you, they had such bad luck. I mean, I don't know if it's bad luck, but it's just not executing. They left 9 guys on base, went 4 for 12 with runners in scoring position. But what happened when they ended up making a comeback in this game was in the 8th inning. The first guy, Mark Contreras, struck out, but then Jorge Polanco singled, Carlos Correa singled, and Luis Arraez singled. So the bases were loaded, and here comes Jose Miranda, the rookie who has done absolutely all-star level hitting the last 2 months. He has come out of nowhere, which isn't really true. He did really well in the minor leagues last year, and he has been a star since I think it was about the time Royce Lewis came back up or went down because he got hurt or whatever. I don't remember exactly, but he sucked. Jose Miranda sucked. We all know this. There's videos on my channel about it. But when he came back up the second time, I think, holy cow, he became a different person. He became the hitter he was last year. And he singled both of the guys home, Polanco and Correa, and then a couple of outs behind him, left him and Luis Arraez stranded. But the point being, he tied the game up. And then in the 10th inning, after Detroit had scored, so they were down 3-2 after a weak little ground ball that got through, whatever. The runner starts on second base, which was Correa, which is good because he had a little bit of speed. Probably should have put Buxton in, but it doesn't really matter. Luis Arraez, little ground ball to shortstop. Maybe could have been a tough play at third, but then you're running the risk of guys in the corners, nobody out. Safe play to get the out. But good hitting by Luis Arraez. I mean, that's just common by him, but you don't have to hit the ball or get a hit to produce. Which puts Correa at third base, and then Jose Miranda in an 0-2 count singles to the left side, gets it through the shortstop hole, and ties the game up. Then, of course, like I said, Gio Urshela home run, dead center. It didn't look like a home run, but he definitely squared it up, and it would have ended the game either way, if it was a home run or not. But a home run makes it look cooler. It's a cooler title. It's a cooler thumbnail. And Miranda scored, and Gio Urshela scored, obviously getting the walk-off. So, like I said, 5-3 win, and this was so much needed. Oh, Screwball, that's what I call him. He also might get traded by the Tigers tomorrow. We'll see. But, yeah, the Twins needed this win because they kind of sucked the last, month. Pitching-wise, hitting-wise, they couldn't do anything. They weren't great, right? This was a momentum builder because I honestly think if the Twins lose this game, Cleveland won tonight on a walk-off, they would have been 1 game back. I honestly think the Twins might have sold some players off. I honestly believe that. Not necessarily like, oh, they're going to trade Buxton, they're going to rebuild entirely, but like they're going to get rid of maybe a Sanchez on a 1-year deal. They're going to get rid of an Urshela on a 1-year deal or whatever, because they would rather get prospects. I honestly believe that if they would have lost tonight, that could have happened. And the reason is because Cleveland, I'm sure, will make a move tomorrow. They also are just seem to be a better team than the Twins. Like consistently, like I said in the AL Central Division video, they seem to be a better team than the Twins overall. The Twins started out really, really hot, not so much anymore. But I honestly believe if the Twins didn't win tonight, they would have made a completely different decision in where they were going. Not only based on this game, but because of the trends in the last couple of weeks. So this is my thought. This is a stretch. I will be honest with this, but if the Twins do want to compete, they're going to have to give up something, right? They're going to have to give up something. I think momentum in baseball is true. I don't think it necessarily has the implications of outcomes of games, but I think momentum in baseball is true. And if you're going to win these games like this, walk-off home run, it helps. But you're going to need to trade some players. Either way, if you're selling to get prospects or if you're buying to make a run at the playoffs, the guys who I think you're going to sell, Jose Miranda. And here's why. He is, I don't know if you consider him a prospect anymore, but he has been lights out the last 2 months. And he's young. He's a power hitter. He's an all-around good hitter. He can hit to both sides of the field. I think they should trade him if they're going to make a move because his value would be so much higher now than I think it will be down the line. He is so cheap. He is a great hitter, and he's not going to, cause your team to fall apart. Well, maybe he will if the Twins trade him. Like, he's not a Royce Lewis, though, who has, been an established player, and what I mean by that is in the minor leagues, they worked with him. They're still working with him to get him healthy, but, like, they are investing a lot into him, and he's been consistent in the minor leagues. I'm not saying Jose Miranda hasn't been, but his value is so much higher right now, I feel like it'd be a bad thing to not get something for him. And then, if you want to throw in a Jax or a Duran, I think that those are big moves. Like, your team might be a little bit worse, and depending on what you can bring in, and if it depends on, if you want to go sell mode or buy mode, I think even buy or sell, you trade Miranda. But it's just such a thing because I don't know what team would want him. I don't know what they could get back for him, but his value is so high. That's what I wanted to leave you guys with. I know it's a stretch, but does it make sense? Like, the Marlins are really, or the Rays are really good at this. Their pitchers, they will buy very, very cheap. They will get rid of them as soon as their potential is gone. And what I mean by potential is when they have a really great season, they will sell them because that was a fluke season, or they're able to bring in other guys who can do the same thing, and they can get so much value for them. I think that's the move with Miranda. I do. Might be a hot take. It might be a hot take, but that's what we're doing. So good win by the Twins, though. Do they trade Miranda? That's a big move. We got 24 hours to do it. I don't think they will. It's a long stretch. Obviously, he's been super good. The Twins need him. But what can they get for him? That's the question. What can they get for him? Is it a smart move depending on what they could get for him? Is he in the Soto deal? Just kidding. You know what I'm saying, though. Could they get something so much better? 2 or 3 good pitchers that will actually make a difference. I'd be okay with giving up Miranda, Duran, if we can compete with 2 or 3 legitimate guys that will actually make a run. My opinion, but I want to know yours down in the comments. Thanks for watching.